Okay, so in this video, this is the third video for price-dependent keeper estimation. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get the residuals from the regression analysis and how to use the residuals to recover the real price, which is your dependent variable of your major commodity. Okay, so let me just quickly show you what we did in the previous video. So, and I will show you how to include, how to get the residual. We're going to click data, and then we're going to click data analysis, click regression, and then click OK. So on the here on the input Y range, we are going to put the real price of chicken as our dependent variable, as what we did in the previous estimation. And then we are going to include the X variables. In my case, I pick per capita consumption of chicken and real per capita income because these two variables show significant in my previous estimation. So I'm going to include this two, and I'm going to click labels. I'm going to click output range, and I'm going to select just a blank box, a cell as my output range. Here I need you to, this is new, under residuals, click residuals. So that means you're not only ask Excel to report the model goodness of it and the estimated coefficient, but you also ask Excel to report the residuals. And then let's click OK. Ask me to override existing data because I have something in the selected area I have to override. I'll click OK. So now let's look at our result. And okay, so here I got the result. This result is the same as the second video in terms of the model goodness of it and the estimated coefficient. So this is the same. You got the same result as what I showed you in my second video under this price dependent estimation videos. Okay, but I also ask Excel to report the residual. This residual is something new, which was not reported. So now I report the residuals for all the years. Okay, because I included 28 years in my estimation, so I should have 28 residuals, and this is my real my predicted real price of chicken. Okay, and that's my residual. So let's do one exercise first, and then let's just do my real price of chicken would be equal to my predicted price of chicken plus my residual. Click enter. So, and I call this as my real price of chicken. And if you look at this, through this estimation, my real price of chicken for my first year will be 1.7476. And let me just, to make things easier, I'm just going to highlight everything, right click, click format cell, click numbers. I'm going to just keep 2 decimal places, and I'm going to click OK. So now I got 2 decimal places. So my predicted price of chicken is 1.5 using my model. My residual is negative 0.02, and then my real price of chicken, which is 1.48. And let's just go back to my real price of chicken. That's correct. My real price of chicken is 1.48. So that means my model estimated the real price of chicken as 2 cents higher than the real price of chicken that is given in the data part. So my estimation is 2 cents more than the real price of chicken. Okay, so if they use the predicted real price of chicken minus the residual, that will give us exactly the real price of chicken. And let's do one more. We're just going to use the predicted real price of chicken plus the residual, and we got 1.57 for the second year, which is 1986. Let's go back to 1986. Let's go back to 1986, and I got 1.57. That's my estimated that's my real price of chicken. And let's just take a look at our estimated price. I got 1.57. So if you drag it down to the end, you should get exactly, this column would be exactly the same as the real price of chicken column. So all the numbers would be same. So that's one way to recover the real price of chicken. The second way to recover the real price of chicken using the residual and the estimated coefficient would be this. So we're going to make it equal to my estimated intercept, which is 0.58, and I'm going to lock this cell. I'll click F4, so I'm locking this cell. On the computer, click F4. That will put the $2 signs in front of each. And then I'm going to click plus, and then I'm going to put the second estimates. Click F4 to lock this cell. I'm going to type times, and then I'm just going to put my first real price in here. I'm sorry, I'm going to put my first per capita consumption of chicken in here, because that coefficient that we logged is per capita consumption of chicken. Okay, so and next I am going to plus my real per capita income. Click this, click F4 times my first real per capita income, and then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to add my estimated residual. So let's just go over it again. This is the estimated intercept. This is the estimated coefficient for per capita consumption of chicken. This is a real number in the per capita consumption of chicken column. This is the estimated coefficient for real per capita income, which is very small, close to 0. And this is the first number of real per capita income in the per capita income column, and this is my residual. So if I click enter, I got 1.4768, which is, if I keep 2 decimal places, which is equal to 1.48. So this is what I use my estimated coefficient and my residual to recover my real price of chicken. So let's just do one more. Equal to my intercept. I'm going to click F4 to lock this cell, plus my per capita consumption of chicken estimate. Click F4 to lock this cell, times my second number in the per capita consumption of chicken. Okay, so that, and let's go back, and I'm just going to add my third coefficient for per capita income. Click F4 to lock this cell, times. Let's just go back to my second real per capita income, and then let's go to the residual parts, down, plus my residual for the second year estimation. So that's my 1986, and I'm going to click enter, and I got 1.57, which if I keep 2 decimal places, which equal to my real price of chicken. Okay, so if I drag it down, I am able to use my estimated coefficient and my residual to calculate my real price of chicken. Okay, so I need you to understand how to recover the real price of chicken using the estimated coefficient, which is right here, and the calculated residuals. So I need you to understand how to calculate the real price of chicken using these coefficients. Thank you.